in 1984.
Look at that! Holy cow! Hakeem!
And the draft that all others are measured by.
The all-time leader in the history of the game!
They started like everyone else, and then they took off into history.
Hopefully I can make a name for myself. I think Michael Jordan sounds pretty good.
Oh, what a move by Jordan!
To me, it's more of a what if. The way it worked out was perfect for everybody.
I would be top 10, for sure.
In America, players say, uh-oh.
Charles Barkley. Bringing the house down.
All the plays we got to get the ball to me somehow.
Stop for three.
I certainly had no thoughts that I'd even try out for an NBA team.
It's the best draft of all time.
Unbelievable.
5 Hall of Famers in one class.
Welcome to the 1984 NBA College Draft.
Brazil might have the richest soccer culture in the world. They've won 5 World Cups and are hosting the tournament this summer. Names like Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, and Pelé are practically divine. And then there's Oscar, another exalted Brazilian sports name, and the name of a basketball player.
Basketball in Brazil at that time was very bad, but I love it.
While most Brazilian kids grew up on the pitch, for Oscar, it was about the court. And that's where he was discovered.
An American saw me in the practice and put me starting 5 of the big team, and I was 16.
Schmidt quickly became the Brazilian national team's best player. In 4 Olympic appearances, he averaged 29 points a game. And while playing in Europe, he led the Italian league in scoring 7 times, becoming an idol for kids growing up there, too.
Oscar ancora.
Oscar Schmidt was like my Larry Bird, but I actually liked him. You know what I mean? So he was Bird before I ever had a chance to see what Bird was.
Duas competições mundiais. Serve para provar que o basquete do Brasil não caiu e, aliás, é o campeão do mundo.
If you say Oscar over here, you mean Oscar Robertson. If you say Oscar almost anywhere in Europe, you're going to think of Oscar Schmidt.
By the 1984 draft, Oscar was widely considered to be the best foreign player in the world. He was attracting the curiosity of the NBA.
New Jersey Nets draft me. 6th round. Come on. 6th round? Do you know how many people are in the 6th round? 144, if I remember.
The prevailing thought at that time was still that the foreign player could not make it in this league.
But the Nets wanted to test that.
They offered me a no-cut contract that was unbelievably good. Nobody has it before. And I refused it.
At the time, being in the NBA cost players their amateur status, meaning they could no longer play for a national team. And Oscar simply had too much pride in his country.
For me, national team is the best thing in the world. Because NBA teams are just teams. Clubs teams. National team is better. When you get to a national team, you know that you represent your country. So I must refuse it.
3 years later, Oscar would have a chance to match up against a U.S. national team packed with future NBA players.
And forward, number 14, Oscar Schmidt.
It was the gold medal contest at the 1987 Pan Am Games, and the Americans were confident.
Chapman with runner. That shot good. What a shot by Rex Chapman.
In the United States, where basketball is king, we certainly didn't think we would lose.
And there's Manning with the follow-up.
They won the Olympics, they won the World Cup. They never lose at home. More than 30 victories at home.
And the U.S. knew the key to success was shutting down the Brazilian legend.
Oscar was known pretty well internationally. I just heard stories that he had incredible range and no conscience.
They are toying with the Brazilians right now.
Brazil trailed by 14 to start the second half. But these were the kinds of moments Oscar Schmidt lived for.
I guard Willie Anderson. I leave him alone. Shoot now. Everybody's looking at you. Come on, shoot.
And a steal by Gerson Vitalino. Boy, Oscar has got no conscience with his three-pointer. A 13-4 run by Brazil has tightened this game up, led by the great Oscar Schmidt.
It's hard to be prepared for something like that when a guy is 4 feet past the three-point line and he just pulls up and shoots it.
Schmidt, not that time, but the rebound by Andrade. Schmidt again, three-pointer. Oscar is putting on more of a show here, not only with his shooting, but the emotion. He's going to drain himself here just with his celebrations after the shots.
Any shot is a good shot. I was wild playing, very wild.
Keep in mind that the United States has only lost 2 games in Pan American Games history, and the last one was in 1971.
We had great athletes. We had really good defensive stoppers, and they didn't do that great a job on him. So that just tells you how good he was.
Schmidt gives Brazil the lead with a three-pointer, and Brazil is going to win this gold medal at the Pan American Games with a tremendous come-from-behind victory. Oscar scored 35 of his 46 points in the second half.
The guys from Brazil go to America basketball and we beat them out there. Woo. The greatest game of my life.
That was the first time coaches and players here in the U.S. had to consider the possibilities that there's a player across the water that might be better than what we have here in the States.
And Oscar's legend only grew from there.
Let me tell you a story. Yeah, I'm going to tell you the Oscar Schmidt, too, now.
Oh, he was bad.
Yeah, Oscar Schmidt, yes. 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 We had 47 in the U.S. in the Pan Am Games.
Make an autograph for my brother.
His name is Oscar. Yeah, nice. To Oscar.
Oscar. This is the medal of that game. And the net of the game, somebody put on my neck. I didn't took this up. This is the medal. See? 10 Pan American Games. Huh? Huh? Hey, American.
He'd play until he was 45 years old. Unofficially, basketball's all-time leading scorer with 10,000 more points and then some than the NBA scoring king, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
The guy scored over 49,000 points in his career. It's unfortunately he didn't play in our league, but he dominated his. It was just amazing to watch him grow as a player and continue to do the things that he did.
Oh, man. What a life.
And Oscar's legacy is even larger than just the baskets he scored and the games he won. It's about what he gave to his country and the sport of basketball. The man they call the Holy Hand nearly single-handedly lifted the popularity of basketball in Brazil. Today, countless young players dream of being the next Oscar.
Oh!
Even if the original spends his time enjoying his country's other big sport.
Brazilians play soccer, everyone. And I love to play soccer. Basketball, you must play in shape. So I play soccer. There, I can be anything.
He's a shooter. Some things never change.
While Oscar helped make the game more international, nothing gave the game a higher profile around the world than the '92 Olympics.